and 2 3/4, and I'm going to cut up. And then I'm just watching here. This is going to be the front. So then I'm going to cut, oh, no, cut the top part because I'm going to make the thing. So I'm coming over at 4 1/4. And I'm going to come down to, darn. So I'll come down to 2 3/4 here. Yep. And then I'll get rid of that and I'll score the rest of it. Okay. And so that's how simple it is, really, honestly. So this is a regular card, the 8 1/2 by 5, 8 1/2 by 5. Oh, for goodness sakes, 5 1/2 by 8 1/2, scoring at the 4 1/4, right? And so then we've got this little piece, and I'm just going to fold it over. And I think if you guys watched last night, and I think the couple that are watching live right this second did watch last night, you know that I was a little cranky that my fold was that way. When I finished this card, I didn't even redo it because you really couldn't see the difference. But I thought I would get it right this time because it makes me happier. And I don't know if you can see it at any angle at all on camera. In real life, it does cut down into the groove, so this is just nicer. Anyway, so then this piece is going to go here. I'm using the Dainty Diamonds background, and I'm going to see, it's going to be kind of an Eastery card. Obviously, it feels like as soon as I got going. I thought I'd do with yellow, and I did it with saffron. So I'm going to slide that into here. Oh my goodness, I didn't think of what I was going to put here. Okay, well, the card won't really be finished today because I don't actually, what do I have here? This one, yeah, I don't think. The bricks, I just have some window stuff that I have to do my little window ensemble, my window series, don't I? Oh, hey, I don't know if you noticed. I did this in silver, Vicky, just for you. Can you see how pretty it is? So I feel like I lost a little tiny bit of, I'll say, definition. The black one actually looks a little darker, do you know what I mean? But this is, in real life, this is really, really very pretty. Probably, maybe though, I should have done him in silver. I'm not sure. I didn't finish gluing this down clearly. I cut there and I just tacking it behind there, but kind of fun, hey? So I really, really like it. And it just, yeah. So, okay. So we're on to this piece. I took the, Stitch So Sweetly, I think is the die set. It's got about 6, I think, of rectangles, and this one actually fit quite nicely in here. Not perfect, actually, now that I'm looking at it. So I didn't, so the biggest thing about this is we can totally modify this. Whether you use this piece at all, doesn't even matter. I think it's pretty slick that you just take it and turn it. The whole idea of it's quite lovely. I think if you really wanted it to be bigger, you could absolutely have a panel bigger if you needed it for some reason. You could take the bigger one of this and have it cut out. You know what I mean? And it was just about the right size, but it wasn't quite wide or something. So I thought, well, I'll just leave this at this point. Not 100% liking this, obviously, down here. So more than likely, I would cut that off. And what will that look like? Well, what you guys are seeing is basically what it'll look like. And I think it'll be just fine, right? So I will just cut that away, and that'll be my card. So you totally can adapt, obviously. It does not need to be this full length at all. And then I'm going to stamp some of the words. So I'll go ahead and do some of that stamping right now, like I said. I just was stamping some happy mail, trying to mail off mail. Does that make sense? Mail off mail all month. And I've not been as good as I intended. I was hoping to mail off like 40 pieces of mail. And I'm sadly behind. Not because I don't have the card. So I need to get my poop in a group and get it going here. So I'm going to put sending hugs and prayers and lots of love. Oh my gosh. Man, I love it when it just works perfect. I'm not going to close this up because I need to stamp my iris. So I don't know if you guys know, but my wedding flower is an iris. My husband proposed to me on the 1st of June. I think it was the 1st, maybe the 2nd of June. And the irises were late that year. And so they were out on the corner of our house. And I had just been looking at them, and I was sitting out on the little lanai that I had, because it wasn't a full-blown balcony. And I was sitting on the little lanai, and I was like, sorry, I just need to know where I'm placing this. And I was looking at my little irises, and he came out and he proposed to me. And I always have associated the purple irises, the bearded irises, not the big, huge, giant irises, because that would be too big for my house that I had, but the just the little mini, these ones, with my wedding. So they're always a little special. So when they were in the catalog, I totally 100%, which is why I think I kind of miss the cattails. And this could also be a tulip, I'm thinking, because there's a tulip here. And I think if you put this in, let's face it, it probably is a tulip, and I'm just seeing it as a cattail because spring in Alberta means cattails, right? What do you guys think? All right, so I have literally, crazy, not even stamped this ever before. So I'm not sure how, there's 2 pieces that layer inside of it, and I haven't, I think I have it upside down. So yeah, we'll see how it goes here. I'm not sure which pieces I need to line up. And, oh heck, I'm going to practice once, you guys. Geez, that's not fair to me to just go whole hog, is it? Okay, hold on a second. Let's see. Oh, that's kind of pretty in like a grayish color. Okay, let's see what I'm supposed to line up to make everything perfect so that it's not on my card. Okay, so it's pretty easy, pretty forgiving, I think. Okay, here we go. Let's see how it goes. Does anybody else have this set? Have they tried it? Do they love it? I'm thinking it's gorgeous. Okay, here we go. Down lower. Okay, here we go. Let's see how it goes. Oh, pretty darn nice. Pretty. I did look up just before I came on, and I saw that somebody, oh, where's my little scissors? I saw that somebody actually cut these out, and they laid them on top, I think with some dimensionals in them. Sorry, I'm just rapidly cutting these to see. I'm not going to do it this time, but if you had it, maybe not in the dark, but, and I think, you know who it was? Tennille Williams from Australia. Beautiful artisan. Years ago, one of the samplers that we made with photographs in it, I had used her as inspiration for it, with pictures from one of our trips. And what am I trying to say? Golly, I don't know where I kind of went off on that, but I do love Tennille. And she had these, and so I think with dimensionals, I also think she put like glaze on them. What's our glue? You know, that fancy glue. Anyway, so then that was just popped up. So pretty nice. I think they would need to be stamped in the black to stand out a little tiny bit, but basically kind of a neat idea, hey? Yeah, so I could see doing something like that. All right, so now I'm going to, okay, let's face it, I kind of blew it. I would totally have stamped this in purple, so know that I'll probably come back as beautiful of a job as I did. Why did I stamp it in black, for goodness sakes, on this beautiful card? Oi, oi, oi. So that needs to get stamped in purple, 100%. And I'm going to just add a little bit of green on here. I could do it nice and easy and be... and go with the sage. No, I'm going to do this. It's perfect. Okay, so I've got Granny Apple green here, and so my tip is a little bit wonky, and so I'm going to have to watch that a little tiny bit. Pretty. That was the light one, so let's see if I can find the dark one. I think you guys heard me say yesterday I totally need a different system. Dark old olive. Do you think I could find the old olive yesterday? No, and now that's all I'll probably find. I need a different system for holding my pen. I think this works. So for my blends, I'm just growing my blends at the same time as you guys are growing yours. I kind of buy them as I think I need them. So I do not have all of them. And this system inside of, I don't know if you can tell, this box was one of the kits that we got, a punch box once. And initially, it seemed like a great idea. When I'm on here, I feel like I have to shout as I'm shuffling through it. So sorry for the noise. Yay, but I did find my thing. The biggest thing is that I have a semi system. No, I don't. Of that I would put some colors in one thing and some in another. That's so dark. Ay, ay, ay. That's such a different color than the other one. Holy mackerel sapphire. Maybe it'll change out. Oh, I'm not really having that on here. I think I will, though. I kind of liked it. Look how pretty it was, hey? All right, so I probably will have that on here. But yeah, I guess it lightens as it gets going here. Phew, that was dark. All right. I don't know even what I'm doing. I don't even know what I'm highlighting anymore. Anyway, so yeah, in my box, I feel like I sort of have one kind of a system or another, but nothing that makes any sense. And nothing to ever where it's supposed to be, because it's me. How would that ever be efficient? Not efficient, but actually work. One of the gals said I should do a tour of my room. I did tidy it quite a lot, I have to say. And so I almost could do a tour, Miss Marlene, if you're watching on replay again. Okay, so I am going to just bring this in here. I could also have more top and bottom, and I think I will. So I'm going to have that there, and I'm just going to trim that guy a little tiny bit. So hang on one quick second here. I'm bringing this back in, and I'm just going to trim that. So this is going to be, instead of 4 1/4, this particular time it's going to go down to 4. So not that big of a deal at all, and yet I think it'll make it more pretty. So I'm just going to tack that on here really fast. I can't tack it on right quick because I am going to pull in the pastel pearls have arrived for people who ordered them. I've got them, so I need to get them to people. And I got my purple ribbon, and I know one other girl got her purple ribbon up in Wetaskiwin. Vicki, I don't have your purple ribbon yet. I actually have to check on it because I'm wondering where it is, bottom line. What I'm wondering is what I'm going to do with this. Whether I'm putting it here or around both of these guys. And that's why I paused. Oh, I'm going to put it around both. Okay, so I'm going to glue this down because I'm definitely putting it around both of these guys. I had fun watercoloring yesterday with the barrel, I have to tell you. And I was like, ogling, I don't know what even the word would be. My little paint splatter that I did. I was like, wow, that looks so good. I can't see it right now what I did with it. But yeah, just tapping the barrel over my fingers and it splattered. It was like, ooh, pretty. Okay, so this has to become, and I think I might put it on vellum because look, it's pretty solid, and I thought I had kind of room because when you put it over, right, you do have room. The other thing I could do, there's no rules of how you want to do this. It's just a card. So I could have this slightly over instead of centered, because what difference does it make? And then I could have this over here. But then you just want to watch. You could have that there. Oh, that looks kind of nice actually, hey? And then I'll have my ribbon across here. Oh, that might work. Look at me go. So, see, you can do anything you want. Well, okay, I'll do anything I want, and I hope you will too, because it's fun doing anything you want. All right. And then I'm tying this dang bow on TV in front of everybody. Dun, dun, dun. I know, Vicki, that you think I'm a really good bow tire, and it seems like I am when you're here at my workshop, but it seems like every time my little hands have to be on the camera and doing it, I can never find the edge. Okay, that's not bad. All right, let's bring in those other scissors, cut this end off and see where we're at. But look how pretty this ribbon is. Oh my gosh, I just love it. So I will find yours, Vicki. I will. I'm sure I'm right that I have yours on back order, right? Like I think you're waiting for some, aren't you? That's what I'm trying to say. I'm positive. If it's not yours, it's one of your girls maybe, but I'm just about positive. And I know I felt a little guilty cutting into mine, but I know I bought mine 100 years before yours. The only concern I have a little tiny bit is that I actually got mine and I've used it and it's in the bottom of a pile somewhere. And that being the case, then I owe you a little ribbon because I've just used yours instead of mine. But I'll sort that out later tonight. Okay. Oh, for goodness sakes. Get over here. And you guys know that I was going to use the purple the other day. And then what did I end up making instead? And it was totally 100% not, like, nothing about it was purple. Like, I think it was this card practically, right? And it was like, okay, yeah, we're not making it with purple. Anyways, that is so pretty. Oh my gosh, I love this. Oh, you can write today. Yay, Vicky. I think it's a cattail. Yeah, I think so too, Vicky. All right. I want that over there. Good. All right. I like this idea. So I don't know that I need to have that in clear then. I do want it in purple, but I could even do a second one over top. So I'm going to glue that down. Oh, no, I can't, because I'm going to have something here, right? I need some sort of texture or something. I wouldn't need to. I don't absolutely need to, but I do, right? I think that makes sense. So I can't glue that down because I need to have something there. And I don't think I can use my pretty hydrangea paper because, and then I'm just watching how I'm doing this. All right, there's the card, guys. And so I had that pulled over there, but now I'm going to fight with it and put it over. So if you fold your card a little tiny bit, you can move your bow where you want it to go. I don't know if you've ever done that before like me. And I'm not thrilled with this bow. I've been fighting with it. And there it is. Okay. But yeah, so I'm not going to trim it quite yet, but I am going to trim it in reality. But I just want to fuss with it a little tiny bit